Thanks for staying with us on My Carolina. I'm Amber Freeman.
And I'm Carly Braga. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Friday. Hope your day is off to a great start. We, of course, appreciate you starting your day off with us.
Absolutely. Starting your weekend off. We can conclude Friday as the weekend.
It is, for sure. Yeah. It's just a little early start to some fun.
Do you find yourself spending more money during the week or on the weekend?
Weekend, for sure. Yeah, because I need a little... just a little something fun, a little
retail therapy.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but I think you spoke with an expert who had some tips on kind of how to maybe rein in our spending.
Absolutely.
For the, our futures. We want better futures. I know we all like that instant gratification.
And it's always best to start when you're if you have kids, start them young. Let them know that there are ways to save money and to do it the right way so that they don't become adults who don't have money and don't know how to save and all of that. Dr. Rita Gibson has a lot of money advice for us. Take a look. Welcome back to My Carolina. All right, today we are talking about getting your finances in order, not just for yourself, though, for your kids, so that they are on the right track to have a stable, successful future. With us today is, of course, a familiar face, Dr. Rita Gibson, with tips and advice. Welcome back to the show, Dr. Gibson. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. And looking as gorgeous as ever, right?
You as well.
Thank you. Okay, so let's talk this. A lot of parents, I think they may put it on the back burner and say, I'm going to take care of my kids. I got this, but they should really start thinking about what their future is going to look like when their parents are not in not in their life, or they're not as prominent as their financial, stabilizers, advisors. So how soon should we start thinking about our kids' financial future?
I think we should start as soon as possible. Especially as they're growing up, even as a toddler.
Yeah.
They teach them second languages. Children are resistant and they are able to capture anything.
Like sponges.
Yeah, they're like sponges. So teach them as soon as you can.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one thing that I wish not that they didn't teach me, but I think we didn't even learn it in school as much as we should have. And I think it really would have set us up for a better future financially if we would have had courses or, classes, even every so often. And so I think parents should really perk up your ears, listen up, and take some advice, because it really would be beneficial, moving forward in your life. All right, so should you involve your kids in financial decision-making? Problems,
Absolutely.
Issues? Okay.
And I know people have a tendency to push back on that, because you say they're children, they shouldn't have to worry. But to make decisions, what if you're having a vacation, right? This summer, we planning a great vacation. But what can we do to save towards that, have them to have that buy-in? So it's a decision that we all can do together, and we all benefit from it together.
Absolutely. Say we're going to go goofy golfing. Well, you want to goofy golf, you got to save some money up or something. That's something easy and that really gets them excited, I think, about financial decisions.
I think one of the most important things, I believe, is that they won't feel like every decision has to be based on them. They have to include other people. And a lot of times our children, they only think of themselves, right? Sometimes, what do I want? But when it's seen that your decisions affect other people, that's a big aspect, and it's character building.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot. I think there's a lot that falls under that umbrella of learning when it comes to financials. So how do you think that kids should earn money? Should parents give them an allowance? Should they get jobs when they're old enough? What do you think on that?
I think it depends on the child. I don't want to do anything that's going to hinder their education, right? So you have children that are in sports, they're in a lot of academics, and that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with treating them or giving them some extra bonus, because I believe that you should be doing chores and things like that without any extra money, but to include it as an incentive for them to have something extra special that's outside of the family's budget, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Okay, so we always talk about investing our money as adults, but can kids do that as well? Is there a way that kids can be involved in that?
Absolutely. Open up a bank account for your children. That's very important, so they can start those aspects. We can put money away. Friday, we're going to the bank today, and we're going to put the $5 that you earned, and this goes towards, and they can see the accumulation of that money. After a while, they're like, wow, if I keep putting money, it's going to get bigger and bigger, right? Right? I'll have more and more. And that gives them that incentive.
Okay.
Empowers them.
Yeah, it empowers them. It's giving them that encouragement to save their money and start good habits very early on.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, if there are people out there who are interested in getting some more of these tips, maybe they have kids coming soon and they're looking to just do better financially, they can get in touch with you for any, information or tips, advice. How do they do that?
Absolutely. We have an amazing partnership with with a Children Academy for Finance.
Oh, awesome.
So we can partner with you and get you that information. Also, we do virtual trainings, not just for your children, but also for the adults. Why not learn together? And if you're interested in that, just contact me and I'll give you more information.
Perfect. Easy enough. Well, we so appreciate you being here and giving us that advice. If you're interested, just contact Dr. Rita Gibson today. Thank you again.
You're welcome.